So, welcome. How's MCON been for you, Jen?
MCON has been fun. Yeah, let's see, yesterday and today. It's always great to reconnect with people from the military-connected space, as well as meet new people and hear about all the amazing work that's going on around the world, really.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's with this, we have a question that we open this segment up with everyone.
Okay.
Same question. I'm a storyteller, and you know, we can't see the movie of our own life, right? When we're looking at our life, it's hard to see, but we can see other people's movies. So, being a storyteller, I like to ask, if there was a movie of your life, right? What would the theme of it be? What would the genre be? Is it a horror? Is it a rom-com? Is it a drama? Or a combination? And who, famous actress, would play you in that movie?
Could be an actor. If you want an actor,
Actor,
you
yes.
Actor. There was no emphasis on actress there. It was
We had someone.
I got
We had a lady tell us Will Ferrell should
right.
play her, which was amazing. I loved it. So I was like, great, I love that.
Okay.
We're filibustering, so you have time to think. Now it's all you.
Yes.
I got it. So the theme of my movie would be, was that the first question? Like,
Yeah,
what
theme.
would the theme of the movie be?
Yeah.
It would be about resilience and dealing with hard shit. Am I allowed to say shit?
Yes, absolutely.
Encouraged.
And coming back better than ever before. The genre, that's a tough one because I
That's
want
probably all of them.
Well, I think it would kind of be a love story.
Okay, interesting.
And let me tell you why.
Absolutely.
So I'm an Army veteran.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, I was serving in the Army. My husband and I were both deployed to Afghanistan, and he lost his life. He was killed in action in 2010. So, I mean, we only have 10 minutes here, so I can't, I don't want to do the story justice, but my life changed in the blink of an eye. Came back from Afghanistan, 2 young kids. There's no way that I'm ever doing a lot of things again, which include getting married and having children. And many years later, after I retired from the Army, I met this wonderful man who I'm now married to. And we had a child together. I'm 49 years old and I have a 6-year-old daughter. And it is beautiful. It's love. I just, it would be a love story on so many different levels.
Wow, you're trying to make me cry.
What do you do? Whatever you want with that. Do whatever you want.
That was
to do
beautiful.
With that.
Yeah.
But you missed one of the important parts. What
What
actress?
Oh, I know exactly who. And I'm going to tell you why too. Jennifer Lopez would play me.
Okay.
So when Eddie and I were married, my last name was Laredo. And people would call, and my first name is Jennifer, obviously, so my name, people would call me J-Lo. And
J-Lo.
I kind of had that vibe too. I've kind of grown out of it a little, but it's just on brand. J-Lo would absolutely play me.
That's a beautiful story.
Yeah.
That's an amazing story. I love that.
That's funny. That's very funny. I was gonna make a J-Lo. I've met J-Lo in the A-Rod days, and we're not going there.
Okay,
We're gonna leave
that's
that one
fine.
right there,
That's fine.
right where it is. But it is great. I think, look, Jennifer, I appreciate the humanity and the humility that you can even approach that story with. Obviously, you are driven by an intense purpose, and you can see it in your work. You can see it in how you show up and you maintain. I think it's at the same time, a love of life, which is beautiful.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about the fight that you're in right now. What is driving Jennifer today in October of 2025?
Yeah, so I have the undeserved honor of working for an organization called the Global War on Terrorism Memorial Foundation. We were designated by Congress to plan, fund, and build a national war memorial in Washington, D.C. in honor of all the men and women who have served and sacrificed in the GWOT. So the men and women who didn't come home, but also the men and women who did come home, uniformed and non-uniformed, as well as their families who have supported them. I've never built a national war memorial before. I don't know about you guys, but that's the fight I'm in. We are nearing completion of the design of the memorial. We have to get that approved. We have to raise a lot of money, about $125 million. But to have this opportunity, it really, for me, just, it makes sense. Everything that has led up to today, it makes perfect sense. And so I'm honored to do it.
And what part of that are you most excited about? Obviously, we know your story and the backstory, but you personally, is there something, is it a design element or is it a human element that goes into, there's just something when you look at those plans, that design, that just really resonates to you? Is it a spot for your loved one?
I mean, that's a good question. I always struggle with like picking one thing, but what's coming to mind, we have been sort of giving little sneak peeks, and one of the things that we say is, you will be able to walk with them again. And we have recently shared some different footsteps that represent different groups of people. And since the design isn't public, I can't really go further there, but it's extremely powerful to know that whoever visits this memorial, whether you're connected to the military or not, you will likely see some representation of someone there that you can connect with. And I just think that's so powerful. We're building a piece of history that will be part of our nation forevermore. And so that's...
Well, just what you said, you'll be able to walk with them again, is such a powerful line.
Yeah.
I can visually understand what you're talking about. See that. And that's a story to be told.
Yes.
That's amazing.
I'd love for you to talk a little bit about the role of memorials and monuments in this country. Because it's been, we don't have to do it at too intellectual level, but this has been controversial in the last decade or so. There's been a lot of conversation around who do we memorialize, who's deserving of that, that memory. And then generations later, when people, things change, our understanding of history changes, the desire to say like yes this or no this, it's been back. It's something that we as a country, I think, have been grappling with, for better or for worse. And so I'm kind of curious of for somebody who's, it's not that many people who lead a foundation specifically to construct such a memorial. How do you think about the role of that physical manifestation of a piece of American history?
So one of the things our president and CEO, Michael Rodriguez, always says that I feel like applies here is we didn't write the policy to send any of the men and women to war, in this case the global war on terrorism. So we don't do policy, but we do speak people. And so it is really important for us to tell the whole story of the global war on terrorism. So when you talk about memorials, I mean, a lot of people, right away they think Vietnam Veterans Memorial. And all the names that are etched in that beautiful marble, that's the Vietnam Veterans Memorial. Right. We're building the Global War on Terrorism Memorial. So I'm not sure that I'm really like getting at the heart of your question, but I think it's important to just mention we didn't write the policy. I don't want to go there.
Of course.
But it is so important, especially now, to honor the men and women who were a part of this continued conflict. It's not over. And may never be over. So we're building a memorial for a war that continues today, so that people can go there and they can feel honored. They can heal. They can be empowered and united. And those are the 4 tenets of our foundation: honor, heal, empower, and unite. So that's what I've got for you on that.
No, that's beautiful. It's funny. It's there's these parallels that kind of go through everything that we talk about, and it's your story matters. No matter who you are, where you're from, rich, poor, whatever, you have a story that matters in this life. And that what I can already feel the theme without you disclosing too much is this ongoing "your story matters" it's continuous of these people's lives and who will come in the future that's fought in these wars. It's a memorial that allows people's story to constantly be told throughout time instead of put in a time frame of a certain decade. And that's really interesting because everyone's story matters.
Every single one.
And that's the human element. Because as humans, we're all out there trying to do something better and greater for our country and also for humanity. And so it's really interesting. It still sticks with me. It's like you can walk with them again. Yes. That's such a beautiful line. And their story matters.
They do.
That's gorgeous.
It is. I can't take credit for it, but I am proud to be able to share it.
Now let me do this now. Let's flip to a hope and dream scenario, right? What is your hopes and dreams for what you're doing in the world, the population of the United States, but also the world? What is your hopes and dreams of what comes out of the movements that you're so part of? Because you come through resiliency in your movie of life. Your movie continues, J-Lo. And what's the hopes and dreams that you're pushing forward? It's like the excitement. Like, what are you passionate about?
I mean, I'm passionate about a few things. Specific to the work I do with the foundation, it's my dream that the world, anyone in the world who comes to visit that memorial will be educated and better understand what our people have given for them, whether they're Americans or not. And when I sometimes think about that or say it out loud, it doesn't feel real to be a part of it, but wow, just wow. So that's one thing. On another sort of scale, if you will, I do a lot of work with resilience, and you said we all have a story, and I just think it's really important for people to know that we're all going to deal with hard stuff.
Yes.
Some might seem enormous and some might not. It's subjective, but like you can get through it. You can get through it, and that's just that's another like purpose in life for me, is to work with people in that regard.
I just want to say I want to say personally thank you, because I think this is, I'm trying to say this in a way that doesn't sound political because it's not meant to.
It's okay.
And I think the end of the country's time in Afghanistan was just a very difficult set of scenes. Whether or not, it's not about policy, should we stay, should we get, not about that.
Yeah.
It's about watching how that ended, and a lot of people who sacrificed a lot to be told that's it. It's just my heart breaks for people who sacrificed a hell of a lot, and so I think memorializing this in this way is really neat, and I appreciate the way you're able to do that. Let's bring it back to present day, and then we'll let you get back out there, because I know there's a lot to do. You're here at MCON. You're speaking. You're meeting some people. There's a lot going on inside here. These four walls focused on military culture, and there's a lot of people who are not here. There's a lot of people who will never be here, and who don't really kind of know this audience, this population, this demographic that much. And so I'm kind of curious what your message is being here for the audience that's here, and also the audience that's not. What do people need to know from Jennifer?
You guys ask good questions. You must have been doing this for a while. Well, MCON
Actually, our first time doing it together, but that's okay.
Really? MCON is about celebrating our military, right? Like that's I think the mission of MCON. And like if I could tell people one message, it would be our military community deserves nothing but the best. They are willing to give it all for you, and that should never be second guessed or forgotten.
It's a beautiful answer.
Okay.
Well, Miss Jennifer, this has been amazing.
Gentlemen, thank you so much.
Thanks for
Thank
stopping
you.
by.
Of course.
Appreciate the
It
time.
was great. Me too.
And thanks for sharing your story.
Of course.
Thank you.
Yeah, sometimes it's tough in like a short period of time, right? To like
You
say
did a
it,
fantastic
but,
job.
you know.
Really, really.